Johnny, then let's pick up where we left the last time we spoke.
Hmm.
Well, the last thing we spoke about was about this documentary you're currently working on. And I already saw in social media a couple of times that you were asking people to send you some videos, some
Yeah.
pictures, some photographs. How's it going? How's the production going?
Slow, slow, slow. Very, very slow. Yeah, I don't have because of Gene Blaylock doing other projects and us getting ready for the stuff that we're about to do. And we filmed the video for Death of an Angel. That has been moving very slow. So hopefully the next time we speak, I'll have a little bit better of an update of that for you.
Okay, Johnny. Well, you also mentioned something that I wanted to ask, and I'm going to go ahead with it. It's the Death of an Angel video. It took
Yeah.
me by surprise, honestly, because I thought 10 Small Fractures cycle was already maybe behind, but it seems like you're working hard on it yet. So tell me more about the video and also if you plan to release more about it.
I think that because it's the last song on the album, we wanted to take a very nostalgic approach for the theme of the video. It is the best that I feel like in 6 minutes and 1 second. You can encapsulate the connection between human drama, our words, the 35 years, and a listener, and what we have been able to create with our listeners. So the nostalgia is a big part of it. Um, I don't think we'll do any more work for 10 Small Fractures after this.
Okay.
I think this puts a nice period on the sentence, so to speak. It was important though that we got out one more little piece of work for the album.
And it's a nice way to put an end to that cycle. I love the video. And let me ask you, Johnny,
Mhm.
um, you're saying goodbye to 10 Small Fractures, but are you currently working on some new music?
No, nope. And that doesn't mean that I'll never work on music again. It just means that right now, this is where I'm at in my life. Um, I don't, I'm not planning an ending. But to be perfectly honest with you, I felt like after Blurred Images, I could be, I could have hit a good stopping point. Loved 10 Small Fractures. I love the idea of what we did there.
Yeah.
But at the present moment, Mario, I am just not thinking in that same way that I thought for 35, 40 years. And we'll see if anything changes. And if it changes, I'll address it.
And I'll be there.
Yes, always,
Well,
brother.
well, Johnny, we're here to talk about these 5 dates you're going to give here in Mexico City. The
Yeah.
first question that I do want to ask you is, how did you came up with the idea of performing a residency here? Because yes, you have done like the same kind of thing like Pizarro when you went out and playing by yourself, but now it's a full
Mhm.
band.
Mhm.
So tell me what gets you into the mood of doing this?
Remember when we were on stage at that small theater on in Roma, La Teodor, and we were doing the book presentation. I felt something that night for those 2 nights. I felt like there was something very appropriate for my work, my art, closer, closer, closer to the faces, to actually be able to speak to people. So I felt like I wanted to do something again in Mexico City, but I wanted to kill that separation from big band on stage with all the lights and the loud and the audience way over there, way in the distance. No, I wanted to bring it together. And that's when I started thinking of the idea of doing 5 small shows instead of one huge show, so that people have more opportunities to see us closer, see us in a real broken down, kind of not broken, but stripped down way. And I just love the idea. I just love the idea of bringing it closer. Ever since I sat in that little theater and took questions with you from people in the audience about the book, it really spoke loudly to me. So that is why 5 nights on Insurgentes. The title came to me first, and I said, Leonardo, find me a great place on Insurgentes Boulevard.
And it was a great, it's very catchy, let me
Yeah,
say.
yeah. 7
Well,
days in Mexico, 5 nights on Insurgentes.
and I also do appreciate the whole idea of these intimate shows, because I do believe intimacy is something that has gotten lost in live shows nowadays, especially with so many festivals right now, don't
I
you
know.
think?
Yeah, it's a bad way to see a band. You have 15 bands, different stages, get them on, get them off. No, that's not right. No, I hate the festival. That's the only way you present, because in the United States, a lot of bands just do festival, festival, festival.
Yeah.
So I'm not opposed to doing a festival when it's done right, but I have no interest in being a part of do 15 minutes, do 20 minutes, get on, get off, next band. So I don't love it. I much rather what we're about to do.
Yeah, I also prefer those kind of shows. And
Yeah.
one of the promises that you make for these special nights is that each one of them will be a different set list.
Yeah. Yeah.
How so goddamn difficult that must be to prepare a very different set list that also can please people, because people also want to hear like the most well songs.
Well, let me tell you, first off, let's be very clear. It's not going to be 100% different, where after the first night, those songs are gone. No, no, no. I would never do that. I wouldn't want to go see, Bob Dylan and have him not play certain things, right? So we know the ones that we are calling the 5-nighters. So there's going to be one song in particular that I think is played 5 nights. Maybe a few are in there. Not a lot though. So it changes a little bit from day to day, and that has been difficult. But let's look. Let me just say it right here. You're going to hear "I Could Be a Killer." You're going to hear "I Could Be a Killer" more nights than you're going to hear a song off of 10 Small Fractures. I'll just put it that way, right? And
Okay.
you can pretty much expect, but it's been fun putting them together.
But the plan is also to revisit every album in the
album
catalog,
yeah.
Right?
And we do. We will hit every album.
What did your bandmates told you when you shared the idea of this residency?
They said, we'll do this, but we don't want to play another 4.5-hour show like the Metropólitan. So I said, yes, I totally understand. This is a lot smaller. We're not on stage 4 hours a night. We're only on stage for 1.5 hours, 1:40. So they were okay with it.
Yes, I believe nothing will ever compare to that show at Metropólitan, the Trilogy show.
I know, it was a long one.
Well, Johnny, one of the most important things also that I do believe it will be special of this residency is how close you are with your fans, because even a few weeks ago you opened a new Instagram channel where you're sending videos and all the news and everything. But I do want to know if you maybe are preparing something special for some of the fans that will attend the 5 shows.
If we have people that make it to all 5 of them, we will do something special for those people. I think we only have a couple right now, but we'll figure something out. As far as the specialness of a show, I mean, I can only get up there and give the greatest performances that myself and my now 50% Mexican band, because we have four Mexicans for USA together. We can only give, the best show that we can give that way. But I hope people will come for all 5 nights. I hope.
Is Mark Valderas going to play with you those nights?
No, Mark. Mark is in a little bit of a retirement right now, and we had hoped to have him come as a special guest and play a couple of songs with us, but his schedule did not work out. So he I will be apologizing for him when we're in Mexico, but he certainly wanted to come, but was just simply not able to this time.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully
I know.
the next
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
Johnny, I do want to talk about some other theme beside human drama and the shows here in Mexico City. A couple of weeks ago, I was talking with a very close friend of yours, Michael Cirabolo. We were
Yeah,
talking about the latest Beauty in Chaos album. And well, you didn't collaborate on this one, but you did participate on the first one.
yeah,
And we were talking about how very important is to get together this kind of super project with many friends of many bands and of many very different ages. What do
sure.
you think of this kind of projects like Beauty in Chaos, and how did you felt to be part of it?
Well, first of all, Mike Ceravola is one of my best friends in the world for a lifetime. So I am so happy for what he has been able to achieve with his project. He had a goal of what he wanted to do when he started a few years ago, and he's really following through on that. So I know he's so happy with the work that he's doing, that he gets to share it with so many other artists. I mean, look, I'm the easy one. We sit together every day. I see Michael. So I'm the easy one. And that's always a beautiful thing. But that he gets to work with these other folks around the world. And then the project just sounds amazing. So it's just been a wonderful thing to watch from close up and to participate on it. I think I've got to do 3 or 4 songs, and that is always so nice to do.